I feel like Tony Stark. Every time I step out the house, I feel radical. Plus, I'm pissed off, like my middle name is goddammit. Beanie, Vici, yeah, I can make your top vanish. All seeing eye cyclops with the doctor visor. Watch me change clothes, then I turned into a top designer. Hypocrite nation shape, shift into a Nona water. Beetlejuice flow, creepy crawly, now I'm Spider-Man. 8-ball in the pocket, David Blaine, now you're Peter Pan. Rabbit at my top, hell yeah, I'm gnarly, man. Everything's a secret, have me dripping like the majesty. My eyes closed shut, have me speaking Japanese. Ice cream truck paint job mixed with Ben and Jerry. Heart attack city, now I'm singing with Mariah Carey. West Bank, Gaza Strip, I'm turning up in Palestine. Last name Cupid, shoot your ass like it's Valentine. Yin Yang symbol Fibonacci, that's a 69. Heinz 57 ketchup, now it's dinner time. Hit him with the hawk, whoa. Hit him with the hawk, yeah.
Trump 2028
X Iron Man. I feel like Tony Stark.
His folks keep saying it.
Whoa, hit him with the hawk.
Wasn't exaggerating when I said that I received in the mail a Trump 2028 ad from one of his biggest supporters. These guys are not screwing.
I cut it with that Richie Porter, Jason Tatum flow. Now we shoot him with the side step. Holy moly, donut shop. I whip it with the Pyrex. Yeah, yes. Indiana Jones, but I feel like Johnny Quest. Every time I step out the house, I'm the best dressed. Hit it with that hawk, then I hit it with that baking soda. Tractor trailer, Bobby hit the bag, then I back it up. Red versus blue, and you know I'm just black as fuck. Hopping out your kitchen sink, I'm swimming through your aqueducts. Badass kid, whoop his ass, he just acting up.
Yes, man. We back with another one, y'all. Working on this song. I was gonna get on earlier, man. I gotta start working on this album, man. Yes, I gotta start working up on this album like ASAP. Heartbeat of a Nation, Part 3, man. Yeah, Part 3. I'm gonna hit y'all over the head with another mixtape. But look, we going in on this Jake Lane, man. Jake Lane. We've been did episodes on Jake Lane. Allegedly, he's Pedal Man 99. We gonna go over what he's been doing. He's been having debates with black people. He's been in weird compromising places. Look, he's over here. I think this is in Philly. He had his legs split wide open. He's at Carmelo Anthony. He's with Chud one day. He's at the BET Awards. He's like, where's Waldo? And the thing is, people just don't understand. Like, man, this dude's an agent. He's a Trojan horse. He's a Trojan horse for somebody. I think he's egging on the race war, but the thing is Muslims versus Christians. And we about to get into that. And there's a lot of racism going on in the WNBA too. You got men trying out for the team. Royce White, he supposed to be getting drafted. So a lot of weird shit going on. I think he just doing that just to bring some attention to himself. Where is that? Okay, here's the post that I made. Let's pull this up because I think we straight. I think I had the volume turned down. Yeah. I made a post. I said MAGA Americans are planning to gather in Dearborn, Michigan on August 18th to support pedo man, white nationalist Jake Lane as he speaks at the Dearborn City Council meeting. And by the way, he's a Jewish man too. He's a Jewish white nationalist man. So somebody explain that. Somebody explain that. He's all these things mixed in one ball. He's a damn speedball. Anybody other than Jake Lane, you go down there and get what's going to happen when you go down there? Like, what's really gonna happen when you go there? When you go down there, what's gonna happen? If you go bring your gun, they go bring their fucking machetes. I don't even know. Yeah, I think they got guns too. But the thing is, there's a thing called freedom of religion. I don't even believe that's real in America. I think it's a freedom of Christianity because, like I said, a lot of Christian nationalists they do not want Muslims in this country. And let's see what I think Pete Hedesself, he said something. Hedesself, he said something about a Muslim takeover, but they not do it. I don't think they doing nothing about it. And he got a lot of dirt on his ass. He done said a lot of things about Muslims, and this is why it's a religious war. It's Allah versus Christ, basically. But they all worship the same Abrahamic deity. So, hold on. Then they said this war costs $25 billion. How much? How much is it gonna cost? They accusing Hedesself over alleged insider trading. Oh, now let's see what he said about the Muslim takeover, because they got regular citizens going to fight these people. They got regular citizens. They need to bring the army if that's the case. If they're going up there to fight Muslims on behalf of him, y'all go need the army because he's getting his head beat in. Brody y'all go need a whole bunch of people. Dearborn being a Muslim, I remember people talking about that over like 20 years ago, maybe. Dearborn's a big ass Muslim hub. But I don't think there's nothing you could do about it. I think that's just a captured town. Dearborn is a captured town. They're not playing. So this is their modern day KKK, right? What black people went in the 60s, the Muslims in America are about to experience it now in these towns. Just like you had Black Wall Street tore down by white supremacists, you're gonna have Dearborn tore down. It's just like people just say it was the Democrats who did it. The Democrats, they just blame the Democrats. But now it's the Republicans burning they fucking shit down. Motherfucker gonna be out there like this. There's gonna be one Negro out there with a fucking cannon on his back. It's probably gonna be that Hawk motherfucker that's MAGA, that big ass black Hawk slave looking motherfucker. Yeah, you gonna be out there. You gonna get two Negroes out there. Because I damn sure ain't going about fucking with them Muslims. They crazy too. Okay, when they do jihad, they go practice it. And guess what? The Jewish man, he controls both sides of the war. Guess what he's doing? He's bringing Christians and Muslims together. Now let's pull this up. It's gonna be a big massacre. You might as well call it the Dearborn massacre. Matter of fact, yeah, I'm about to put that up right now. I'm about to make a post because this is Jake Lane. He said he at Frisco, Texas City Hall confronting the Muslim. And see, he in Frisco, Texas now. He in Frisco, Texas. He went What he took a plane down to Frisco from Dearborn. And then again, like I said, you have right wing lug nuts that don't even like his kind. So which one is, I don't know which one. People are confused. People don't know what the fuck they want to do. They don't know if they want to bash and do away with the small hats, or they want to pledge allegiance to him in the behalf of Jake Lane. He's a Trojan horse for it. So somebody tell me, because I see a big hypocrite, and that's why I had to shy away from some of this shit. Because golly, y'all making me look bad. I could go in there and try to slay the Muslims, but I don't think it's gonna work. I just don't think it's going. You gotta have to get government approval to do that shit. You got Mondami in New York. You go flood that bitch with Muslims. What you gonna do about it? They gonna tell you. They gonna tell you you wasn't reproducing fast enough. That's why they reproduction rate. They fuck like jackrabbits. I'll fuck like turtles. That's why y'all have 1 or 2 kids while they having 3 or 4 kids. But most of y'all sterile anyway, because you know who got your ass. You can't even have kids. You gotta have a designer baby. You gotta have a designer. We already went into the concept of fake ass embryos because people inoculated themselves with the snake oil. Yes, they did. So Jake Lane is in Frisco, Texas, and Jake Lane does not have it all upstairs, y'all. He's missing some marbles. If you really pay attention and hear this Cookazoid talk, you gonna know he missing some marbles. And I can't believe people are like following this dude to the well to drink the water. He's setting y'all up. He getting paid. He getting paid to do this shit. But by who? BB? Is BB paying his ass? Cause he got dual citizenship, y'all. He's a Jewish and a American and a white Christian nationalist. He got about 5, 6, 7 identities mixed in one. That's called a disaster. God don't care if you Christian. God don't care if you a Christian. I'll tell you that much right now. God don't care. Go read the Bible. Some of y'all don't read. So anybody that say thy God in the name of the Lord, who call on the name of the Lord, does not get entered into the kingdom of heaven. Some of y'all they said some people just go be begging to get in. Some people just go be begging, and God go say, fuck you. You didn't have no type of discernment. Hold on, y'all. Matter of fact, let's get into this. Because we gonna go back and play where he just came from and because he got his head beat in again. He got his head beat in at the BET Awards. I don't know. He just like getting beat on by fucking different groups of people. I don't understand. It's not like he's going in there with a gun and shooting people like Chud. At least Chud went to jail.
These people are here to take my children's future, and they will be called out. It is the weakness of men trying to silence the Christian. The leftists are working with the third worlders to strip you of your gun rights, to strip you of your freedom of speech. And when your guns and your freedom of speech are gone, welcome to Chinese social credit scores, third world tyranny.
But that shit's already here with the IoT. They already got everybody's digital credit scores. You can't get nothing if you're poor. If you're poor at heart, you ain't gonna be able to get nothing. So what is he talking about? I understand what he's saying. I'm not fucking stupid. Trust me. I understand what angle he's coming from. And yes, it is somewhat of a threat. I'm gonna be honest with you, but How do you go about this? Do you turn into G.I. Joe like this motherfucker? And you just go into it head head first? I want to know because some people talking about going down there. Some people talking about going down there. Adam Gabriel said he's a nut. Punish the Mix Hendricks said he's not a white nationalist. He's a paid agitator who is a white nationalist. That's what he claimed. He has white skin, don't matter. See, people be trying to play these identity politics like even you got white Spaniards. Yeah, they cosplay as white. They go under white. The category they check in. Because you gotta think them immigrants, they came over here and they cosplay as black. But in all actuality, they think they superior. Going to Mexico, they hate the dark Mexicans. Over there too. There's racism over there too. They don't like dark Mexicans. So they play the same color game too. They're just Spanish. They Spanish conquistadors like Nick Fuentes. He's a white supremacist, or what you call a white nationalist. But he's a conquistador. He's a Spaniard. They were over here first. Stupid. They were over here first. So he said he's a paid agitator who regularly humped and kissed that wall. Let's all grow up and man, he ain't saying that, dude. That's why this guy would never be able to hold an audience. Like people be just, and this is why they just need to start having subscriptions or pay to be online just to keep stupid people. Because stupid people is not going to pay to get on the internet on social media. They're not. I pay for subscriptions because I want good entertainment. The thing is, if you're poor, you go get cheap entertainment. They know how to keep people asleep because they're not paying for good entertainment. See, the people that pay for good entertainment, they usually get the news ahead of time. And these apps are for brainwashing, as you can see. Like he made no connection to what the hell is really going on. So I said, what makes him not a white nationalist? Because he's Jewish. Same difference. He said Jewish has nothing to do with Israel, which is somewhat true. But you can't say that now because it's the future. The people are old, they ain't there no more. They blow the same people up 1,000 times and they, grow them back in labs. That's a whole big resurrection metropolis right there. They use a lot of resurrection technology. There ain't no way you blow all them people up. Like even in World War, what was it, World War II, World War III, even the Germans, man, they was having a hard time finding men because they were all dead, all dismembered and shit. And it got so bad, the women in Germany had to come over to America to reproduce. It got that bad, y'all. They blew all the damn men, all the men in the town, gone. Just women. And they was working at the factories and shit. Yeah. Might go back to that, man, for real. Might have to rewind the tape. So I said I know all about them guys over there Yes, they are Muslim and Roman, and they cosplay for white supremacy. I'm on the same page, Gunt Brain. Brenda Flaggin, she is so fucking clueless. She is MAGA like the rest of us. Some people might not be, but I ain't no dumbass Magadonian. If you a dumb MAGA, you might as well be a fucking liberal. You gonna give off the same effect, making us look bad and shit. It's already enough to get up shit. Enough trouble as it is, and you want to add to the stupidity because it's just like I said, it got a lot to do with cultural politics too, and not having no discernment. They just she basically said so people should allow what happened there to happen everywhere. Just shut up and go with the flow. That sounds that sounds like going with the masses, man. You said shut up and go with the flow. You know what? I'm not gonna get no big support because if I gotta be a dumbass and just go with the flow, I don't want to be a part of no fucking group like that. That's why we got our own chat. We got our own chapter over here. I don't mess with them other than chapters. They can kick rocks. That's why they fucking phasing out. Y'all notice that shit? They phasing out bad. They content getting whack. That's all they talk about. It's government. They don't mix it up. They don't have no relationship advice. They don't know how to get rid of cancer. They don't know how to get rid of mucus in your throat. They don't know how to give no advice on daily life. It's just politics. And once you burnt out on politics, it's about time. It's about time to check out, buddy. It's about time to check out. Okay. You see a lot of people crashing out because what else can you say? So they got to. A lot of people got to create false narratives, and this is one of them. This is one of them right here. Cause this shit been going on in Dearborn for a long time. I don't know what the fuck took so long. They had to bring a Trojan horse because it took so long. I want to know what the hell's gonna happen. Is it gonna be Cal Rittenhouse down there, part 5, or what? Is it gonna be Jason Voorhees? Because you know they coming out with that machete. They got the machete and the machine gun. And the way they've been beating on his head, I don't think I gotta have some heavy artillery. Y'all gotta come through like this. Y'all gotta have at least 10 black people there. If y'all ain't got 10 black people there, y'all might as well check it up. Y'all might as well. If y'all don't have at least 10 black, don't go down there all white. I'll tell you that right now. Unless it's the damn army. Unless it's some army, some real fucking motherfuckers that could, by the law, that could do some shit. But if it ain't by the law, y'all just going down there, 60-year-old man just going down there, just mad as fuck. Because he follows Big Lane, that's not gonna work, man. That's not good. You already know that's not gonna work. Y'all need one of these. Y'all need a Negro with a cannon on his fucking back on all fours. So she told me to just go with the fucking flow. The Muslim ideology consists of marrying young girls, but we have seen that on both sides. We've seen people in the Catholic and Christian community marry girls, young girls. We've seen it in Muslim. A lot of biblical characters were young girls. what was Mary got impregnated by the Holy Spirit at age 12, 14. Your grandma, your great-great-granny, she probably got pregnant at 13, 14. The spirit of Jeffrey Epstein basically carries on. See, they like young. It was considered normal back then. Now it's considered barbaric, but religion hides that stuff. They be doing it in the church too. Like, you can't just point at, because every Muslim ain't marrying no young ass bitch. I know that for a fact. So just like every Christian ain't fucking stealing money out the damn, collection plate. So she just said, "Let's go with the flow." Like, she's not even thinking about. She wrote a whole fucking paragraph, and like I said, you got radicals in different spots. You got radicals on both sides because it's designed to be like that. The Bible already said it was gonna be like that. So when you pull up this, there's a religion called Chrislam. It's Christian and Islam, family. Let's check out the images because they about to merge. They about to merge. And they about to do it in Dearborn. And it's all constructed by the papacy. So they go merge. Y'all go merge with Christianity. This is already written in the Bible too. That all the three Muhammad faiths is go merge Judaism. Here go Judaism. Look, Jake Lane is under Judea. Jake Lane is under Judea. You have Christians. You have Islamic. All in Dearborn. Let me pull up some. See, when you talking about, let's pull this up. And I'll give y'all some esoteric. When you talking about Dearborn, you're talking about the Capricorn. Who is the Kappa? This is Christ. This is Christ right here. The Capricorn is basically the deer. Or the Capricorn. This is the deity. And guess what? He's born in Michigan at a place called Dearborn. Funny, ain't it? But yeah, that's the deer right there. That's the Kappa right there. The Capricorn syncs with Christ's birthday. So you got all these deities, and he's another form. See, Kappa is another form of Uncle Sam, or who you call the Yaldabaoth or the Baphomet. And he does the job of the Most High. Okay, they all do the job of the Most High. And guess what? These are all gate guards. But like I said, they all go meet up at the Battle of Armageddon. I think that shit gonna happen in Dearborn. But the thing is, this is all ran by the World Council of Churches, y'all. Or the UN. They have to do it through a political sense. And they all know who can be agitated and who can be, forced to possibly do the will of their God. And they're gonna do it in Dearborn, y'all. Yes, it's gonna be a lot of bloodshed and sacrifice in Dearborn. And all we could do is say, man, I told you so. Really ain't nothing you could do. It's already too late because it's in the law that you could practice your religion freely. And people there, they say they tired of that shit. They said they fed up. Like the white people there, they said they fed up. They tired of smelling fucking camel hump out that bitch. They said they don't want to eat fried camel hump. They don't want to eat challah and all this other shit. But they forced to do it. Some of that shit's good. I ain't gonna lie. Some of that shit's good. And they taking over too. I'd rather eat that shit than McDonald's. So I'd rather eat a camel hump than McDonald's. A lot of this shit got to deal with y'all diet. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you got a bad diet, you gonna be cranky and shit. You've been eating out, eating all this grease, and your mind is not balanced. Okay, eat a lot of bad food, a lot of processed peptides and shit. You're growing tits. Some of y'all in bad shape, and guess what? That all has to deal with the mind too. What they call the mind of Christ, or the Capricorn. I'm just giving y'all something to, because all these deities go meet up at Dearborn, or what they call the Christ Mass, or the Mass of Christ. And they go, didn't I tell you? He had his legs wide the fuck open. They basically screwing this dude. Look, dude got his hand. Jake Lane, he's a freaky dude. I'm gonna be honest with you. He's a freaky motherfucker, man. So let's get into the video of Jake Lane in Dearborn. Let me share this instead. And he had a whole bunch of problems going on as well.
ICE! We do not want these illegal immigrants here. Jesus is king of Dearborn, Michigan. I speak the name of Jesus.
Oh, shit.
No rioting, no violence, no violence, no violence, no violence, no violence.
See, they're not playing that shit, bro. They're not playing that shit. Like, people want to practice their religion in peace. But if you with Christ, you're going to feel violated. Because it was written in the Bible to go against Islam. Or what they call the Hamites. Or Canaanites. But guess who's funding it? Guess who's funding it? And guess what? You got to get rid of a certain political. They're trying to get rid of a certain political group, y'all. They know they're not about to win no election, so they got to make everybody. See, the FBI go find out that if you had anything to do with Jake Lane, you go be labeled a domestic terrorist, and y'all go be mad at fucking Cash Patel. They go force Cash Patel to federally lock up MAGA supporter. And the Trojan horse is Jake Lane. So they gonna call for. I'm telling you, I'll be spot on with this stuff because I'm an inside. I know storylines before they come out. I told y'all about Candace Owens 3 years ago. Y'all shunned me, hated. Y'all didn't apologize for that. Now y'all looking like hypocrites trying to clean that up. Y'all been trying to clean that up. I told you that's why a lot of y'all don't pop out no more, because y'all been wrong about every goddamn topic. Y'all been getting tricked by psyops. Like, who the fuck cares at this point about certain shit? All you can do is worry about yourself. You made your vote. deal with it. Motherfuckers out here having regrets and shit. Like, bro, the reason why they feel like that because they made their content based off all that shit. Go look at my fucking content. Totally different from the average gump brain, okay? I ain't worried about nothing. Shit. You see? You make your life better, you worried about shit that's on the internet that you can't fucking control. And in most people's life, guess what? They don't experience none of this shit. They just see it on the internet and they get outraged. Let's see what's going on with Jake Lane.
No violence. No violence. No violence.
So they all in black. They're not playing with Jake Lane, bro. Jake Lane has enemies. See, the thing is, if you follow Jake Lane, you go be an enemy to all these other groups. And you go get the label, the stereotypical, white man that just out for bloodshed because that person's different. You go get that label. They go put that label, and then once they put that label on it, certain players become domestic terrorists by default. By those books, it could very well. I'm telling you what's gonna happen, bro. But people like Brenda Flanagan, she don't fucking think ahead. She only thinking for the moment. And that's why I can't be associated with people like that. They don't listen. And when I tell them something, they just disappear and be like, yeah, you was right, but I'm not gonna acknowledge it because, quite frankly, you feel like you're stupid. They come and they go. They come and they go. The damn revolving door at this point. I'm telling you what they go fucking do. I'm gonna tell you again 5 more times before we end the show too. What the fuck they're planning on doing. They gotta break up the voter, but they already broke up most of it. But the thing is, how we see it is, okay, we already knew Trump was gonna be on butt. We already knew he was gonna be on ass. If you didn't think he was gonna be on ass, you ain't no real Trump supporter. If you thought you was gonna get a exact copy of his first term, please just exit the window, man. Just jump out the window. I ain't gonna say that. I don't promote that type of conduit on here. But if you thought he was gonna do everything he said on the damn presidential trail running for president, boy, you need to go sit in timeout. The reason why most of us did it was because we already got a taste of what the Democrats was like, and we didn't want that. So they know how to sway. They know how to sway the public. They know how to usher people into certain things as well. They know we're tired of that shit, so they get a wild card. Everybody go hop on the wild card until the wild card do something you don't like, and now it's you back to square A now. You back to your base reality. But in all reality, this stuff wasn't built for y'all anyway. I'm telling you, man, y'all fucking delusional.
No violence. No violence.
And he walking around with a vest like Steven Crowder with no gun. He walking around with a vest with no gun. What's the point of the vest for? You think he coming out here with a vest? You think this black ass dude with a fucking cannon on his back going all the way out to Dearborn, Michigan for no reason? Oh yeah, we got to go over this too. They returned back to the scene of the crime. Y'all do know that, right? They returned back to the scene of the crime, y'all. They got pressure on their ass. I think they about to get in trouble, man. Now, I think we have some more footage of Jake Lane. Because Jake Lane, it's not the only time. All right, what was this? Jake Lane pressed Adam Snock and burnt the Quran. And see, look, okay, let's pull this up, y'all. You gotta check out this dude's antics, man. His antics is gonna get a lot of people whacked.
I already hear what you guys do, but you guys need to get pressed out.
Uh-oh.
You guys need a couple fucking nigger bombs dropped on your podcast.
Whoa.
I'm gonna burn the Quran. Give me that burnt Quran.
That's not our thing at all.
Yeah, that shouldn't be your thing. That's fucked up. It shouldn't be.
Give me that Quran. You want to burn the Quran with me, Adam?
Not my thing.
He's Jewish. He's against that. That's base. Yeah.
That's not base.
Yo, W, Adam.
Where does he get this rhetoric from? Like, you don't think people are gonna? There's people out here with the same ideology he has, but they just keep it under wraps, so they gotta live through Jake Lane. You see what I'm saying? Like, damn, you can still like somebody and be yourself, bro. That's the thing. You can still like somebody, admire somebody, and still be yourself at the same time. Like, everybody's not going to agree to disagree, but on his side, he's blowing the dog whistle. And he's paid to do it. He's this is what you call COINTELPRO. I don't think a lot of white T folks know about COINTELPRO, because if they knew about COINTELPRO, he doing the same thing. What was it? The Black Panthers did to the black community. They got infiltrated too. So they get infiltrated by the same group, or what they call the Romans. Yes, they roam around the world and they conquer little subgroups, little vigilante groups, and they turn them against the government and they get hit with certain charges. Like the Black Panthers, they got hit with RICO, then they get hit with RICO and some other shit. They got hit with all kind of shit. They gotta turn these groups inward. And they go do it through this freedom of religion act, because they already know there's a religious war brewing up in the 5th degree. Okay.
Over that. This is fucking crazy, bro.
Why so many calls him again?
Dude, this guy's burning.
Man, we ain't even gonna play that. I think he about to. I ain't trying to get kicked off. He out here burning Qurans and shit, just offending. What do you think's gonna happen? What do you think's gonna happen? And this dude they just magically let him go. They just magically let him go.
Name of Jesus. Jesus is King of Dearborn, Michigan. I speak the name of Jesus.
Get him, bitch! Yeah! What now? What now, big ass boy? What now, big ass boy? What up, big ass boy? You got a whole 1,000. You got a whole 1,000. Fuck, boy. Beat that nigga ass. Beat that nigga ass. Beat that nigga ass. Beat his 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 ass.
He out of there, boy. He is out
He
of
came
there.
in the wrong time, motherfucker.
They ran him out of town. That's what I'm saying. Y'all talking about going? Brenda Flanagan talking about going down there. She talking about, yeah, just go with the flow and wind up like goddamn fucking Jake Lane out this bitch. And I'm surprised that when no gun popped off. They just chased him out of town because they know he's paid. They probably in on it. They probably both in on it. So they get, you know who down there. So they go get MAGA down there. That's who they want to sacrifice. I'm telling you. That's a large amount of people that still can persuade some polls. And that's, like I said, that's who they target. It's always been like that throughout history. You got the strongest voter base group, that's who they go target. They did it to the Indians, or who they call the Negroes of America. Yes, go look it up in the Webster Dictionary. The term Indian is subsequently equal to the adjective they call Negro or Negroid. But guess who's gonna be dressed in all black? It's gonna be Allah out this bitch. They dress like ninjas. Okay, they dress like ninjas for a reason. Y'all think it's Muslim, but they really dress like ninjas. See, this is how ninjas used to dress too. They all used to dress the same. These are your I'll show you who they are. These are your modern day thuggies. Thuggies from India. These are thuggies, and they're basically squatters. These are squatters. These are your new, and that's what they doing. They coming on this land squatting and shit. They build communities and they get wider and wider. And then when you look up, it's already too late. That's what I'm saying, y'all. Guess who let these motherfuckers in? Obama and Biden. Because yes, they are the same people. They are the thuggies. I told you they go around. They're like more. They're Moors. This is the word where the word thug comes from. So it didn't come. The word thug originally didn't come from no black people. When you use the terminology thug, you really referring to these Jekyll and Hydes right here. So you really using it's called trading places. Now the Indians, they get to chill because they robbed all the booty, the gold. They're pirates. Okay. They are also pirates. Hi, matey. See, this is the Secrets of America Part 5. This is also the World Council of Churches. They work for Rome too. Any entity that goes around roaming the earth, they work for the Vatican family. The Vatican pays well. They got all the gold and silver. They own the monetary. They own the scriptures. Okay? Just telling you the Secrets of America, fam. You're gonna be burning in hell like Rick, like Mitch, and your boy Disney, Lindsey Graham. Shit. Very sick. Very sick. I don't think nobody gonna miss them when they gone. And I think they got Mitch on a damn ventilator or something. They say he gonna be working from home. He gonna be they might as well turn Mitch into an AI. They might as well turn Mitch to a fucking AI. What time is it? 10:22. Hold on, Jake Lane. Here go Jake Lane acting out again. Here go Jake Lane acting out again. Hold on, fam. See, that's your modern day Martin Luther King right there. He's basically the white Martin Luther King, man. Some call it chipping out. Some call it a Mayo attack. That's the new term, a Mayo attack. So you got chipping out, then you got the Mayo attack. It's all comedy at the end of the day. It all describes people's character when they do certain things. But just tell you the racism, what's going on, the terminology. So when you see it online, you're gonna be like, damn, Mr. Confrontation did tell me what that means. Mayo attack when white people spaz the fuck out. So I believe, look at this motherfucker right here. Sneaky ass dude. You know he a Muslim. He got him a 2020 hat on. Boy. And these Muslims, they bleed right and left. They don't give a fuck. As long as they can put their fucking seed in the ground and gather all the resources, they'll vote. They'll vote Trump. They'll vote fucking Biden. It don't matter. It's all about the bloodline. Quite frankly, like I said, most of these white nationalist Americans, they don't give a fuck about none of that. They don't want their resources dried the fuck up. Because their resources is going to Allah. It ain't going to Christ. Them stores they put up around town, that's in the name of Allah. That's their foundation, but in all actuality, they all worship Brahma. This damn fucking deity that got horns on it with titties. So that's what's going on. And so you gotta think, man. They like sacrificing lambs too. Yeah, the Muslims, they sacrifice the lamb. Okay, they eat a lot of lamb. They eat a lot of camel. Who is the lamb in Christianity? Christ. Didn't he get sacrificed as well? They don't practice these killing animals for a reason, because before you sacrifice the human, you sacrifice the animal. But God said he wanted more blood and more skin. He said, fuck them animals. He said, I need the firstborn. And guess what God proceeded to do? Who they call Yahweh. The God of the Bible, he's a dualistic. He's dualistic in nature. That's the Joker. Okay? Or who they call Jake the Snake. Yeah. Y'all in trouble, man. I don't know what y'all gonna do without me. But y'all in trouble because y'all don't pick up on little stuff. And that's what's gonna get your ass. That's what's gonna get you a federal indictment. I'm telling y'all how they gonna flip this shit, man. They go try to take this regime out from the inside out, from the inside in. They got their little Trojan horses working. That's why Jake Lane, he's still walking around. Anybody else doing the same thing Jake Lane would be doing would be in jail for at least 50 years. You do know that, right? We coming up on the hour mark. I had a lot more to give it to you, but I got stuff to do. So I'm gonna cut this one short. I'm gonna be out of here. We go cook up another one tomorrow. We out.